That's about this event. What's the next bit of news?
I feel like we don't even need to introduce this one. Everyone can understand that our upcoming content is about cats.
It's like I've returned home.
Julia's already gotten into character.
Meow. Hey, wait a second. Sucrose also has animal ears, right?
Well, she doesn't have a tail, though.
Oh, so Sucrose isn't part cat?
No comment.
Wait, really? She's not?
Ahem. We've completely gone off topic. Let's get back to introducing the most important event, the Feline Fortress Vertice. The Traveler and Paimon have encountered all sorts of strange creatures during their journey through Teyvat, but this time, they've decided to take some time to visit the familiar Cat's Tail.
That makes sense. Since they've been on the road for so long, there's no better way to relieve your fatigue than of Teyvat. Unite!
To be precise, this event doesn't actually take place at the Cat's Tail.
Oh.
A kind-hearted person recently prepared a new space for the cats to play to their heart's content. Travelers simply need to set up fluffy feline homes for the cats, satisfy specific target requirements, and provide the cats with their favorite food. Only the throne of Meower.
But playing with cats can be a little tricky. They'll get angry if you do something that makes them uncomfortable.
Just do your best. Once travelers have become good friends with all of the cats, they'll be able to meet a special friend.
Yep. And it seems like you're already a very good friend to the cats.
Hey, you know what all this cat talk reminds me of? Card games. In Teyvat, they're pretty closely associated, right? I can definitely see travelers returning to the Cat's Tail to play some Genius Invocation TCG after.
Suddenly, I feel like there's not enough hours in the day.
You might be in trouble then. Version 4.5 is adding even more new cards, events, and challenges to Genius Invocation TCG for all travelers.
Aside from playing with cats and engaging in card games, the developers also prepared some challenges that will give travelers the opportunity to show off their skills.
Ooh.
In version 4.5, travelers will meet 2 guard members in Fontaine. One of them is a genius inventor who rejected an invitation from the Fontaine Research Institute 3 times.
Whoa.
Wow. Sure seems like there are a lot of geniuses in Fontaine. I wonder if that place has so many cool inventions.
This genius inventor will lend the traveler a remote cannon that he invented.
To take down a fearsome hilly churl rogue.
I meant that the cannon will be used to take down slimes.
Oh, that's cool too.
This game kind of reminds me of the marbles that we would play with when we were younger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. So, in this event, travelers will remotely operate a turret to fire elemental shells at an endless. The more points you earn, the more rewards that you can obtain.
Ooh.
Yes,
Give me.
rewards.
Delicious.
Special equipment will also appear on the field. Using them will net you even more points.
Sweet. Okay, our next event involves a mysterious concoction called the Phase Potion.
Oh, that's something that Jami developed, right? If I remember correctly, he's a researcher from the Amorta Darshan. Didn't the Traveler participate in a bunch of experiments to help him with his thesis?
Yep.
Oh.
He's made some improvements since then, and he's waiting for someone to test them out. In previous challenges, you had to wait for the potion to take effect. This time, travelers will automatically enter time dilation mode when you enter the challenge arena.
Oh.
You can even take pictures when this mode is active.
Neat.
Time will resume when you move or use any type of skill. You'll enter time dilation mode again once you stop moving or using your skills.
Yep. Time will stop as long as you don't move after unleashing a skill. It's pretty sweet, right? I'm sure that travelers will be able to take tons of cool pictures of their characters.
Yeah, absolutely. Travelers will also need to focus on accumulating phase force during combat. Once you have enough of it, you'll be given an advantage that will help you complete the challenge.
Awesome.
Ooh.
Also, the Leyline Overflow event will be returning in version 4.5, so
Nice.
don't miss out, you guys.
Well, we've finished introducing all the events in version 4.5. Next up we have...
Wait a second. We've just announced a lot of information, don't you think?
That's true.
Let's take a short break and look at the last redemption code before we continue.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Then we'll see everyone on the flip side.
See ya.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Welcome back. In addition to the new events in version 4.5, the developers also planned a few system optimizations. Let's take a look.
Yeah. After version 4.5, travelers will be able to view a character's talent upgrade materials on the Character Talent Interface menu. Hopefully, this helps everyone understand what materials they need in order to improve a character's skills. Remember the new training guide that we mentioned earlier? That's also a new feature that's coming to version 4.5. Travelers who are Adventure rank 12 or higher and have completed the quest, Welcome to the Adventurers Guild, will be able to refer to this guide by accessing the Paimon menu, or pause menu. This guide will provide enhancement goals and suggestions based on the levels, weapons, artifacts, and talents of your characters. It also takes your maximum world level into account. Hopefully, this guide will be helpful to travelers who've just started their journey into that.
Yep, this guide was designed as a helpful resource for travelers who are relatively new to Teyvat. There's so much to discover in Genshin Impact. I'm sure that travelers will eventually figure out the best system for them.
For sure. Exploring all those possibilities is part of the fun.
Totally.
So far, we've just been covering the in-game content. But we also have some external news to share. During version 4.5, Genshin Impact will be teaming up with the Discovery Channel to launch benefit events that raise awareness about environmental conservation. Genshin characters will serve as embarking on a journey with all the travelers out there.
That's so
That
special.
is such a cool collaboration.
That is
I love
incredible.
it.
All right. Seems like we've delivered all of the information. Wait, does that mean that we've come to the end of the special program? Phew.
Oh, already?
Yeah.
Why so fast?
Exactly.
Really did.
Okay, but is anyone else super excited for the Cat Cafe?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, obviously.
absolutely.
Immediately.
Cats.
100%. 110%.
I'm also really excited for everyone to meet Chiori. I mean, like, they met her,
Yes,
but I want
Chiori.
them to, like, meet her, like, get to know her.
Yes.
See her cool sword scissor attack. So cool.
Yes.
Right.
I mean, I'm a little biased, but you know.
I mean,
And-
I think that's fair.
Fair. Yes,
We're all
very
biased.
fair.
Thank you.
I will probably end up spending a lot of time on the Rolling Crossfire event too. Yes, I will destroy those slimes.
Destroy the slimes.
I
Gonna
will.
just roll with it then, huh? I had to.
That's so good.
Bye, everyone.
So good. Thanks for coming, guys.
And
Yeah. Bye.
See you later. See you in game.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
I await your instruction.
There's so much space down here.
Yeah, these are all former work areas. They've been left abandoned due to a lack of funds. It would seem that all of those guards have been bought as well. Stay sharp. He's got a ton of surprises waiting for us, I'm sure.
Solidify!
Access denied.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Take flight. This is
Clouds high, the birds call, the wind knows me.
Hey, are you okay?
You're safe now. Just follow the guards and leave this place.
Who knew that there'd be Gardamex here? Dougie really prepared for everything.
And that would explain the strange decommission requests I received, as well as account for all the Gardamex that had mysteriously gone missing. Seems like he's prepared for an all-out confrontation with me.
Hey, what's this?
Seems like some kind of handbook. Let me see. Ah, this should be the Society's real rules book. It lists all the rules that they're expected to follow. Members are not permitted to speak to each other or to leave without formal permission. 5 members shall form a group, and the whole group will be punished for any single member's wrongdoings. Anyone who reports a fellow member's misbehavior shall be rewarded with food and water. I see. So it's much as I expected.
But that's just cruel and unreasonable.
To obtain food and water, prisoners are forced to snitch on others, and in the process cause pain to those around them. To avoid punishment, they learn to stop talking with one another. This leaves the wounds they've already received to fester, however, and so resentment builds until every prisoner has become an island. Finally, isolated and without hope, they accept their fate as Dougier's slaves. Do you remember what happened to Paimon? She rejected all the snacks in the box once she was spooked by that black gem. She's usually all for tasty snacks, but she chose to go against her instincts after a negative experience.
Ugh, is that the best example you could come up with? Anyway, Paimon still thinks she made the right decision. It never hurts to be careful.
No, your decision was valid. However, it's also valid to interpret that as a decision that you only made under emotional duress. The human heart is like a raft in a vast and empty ocean. We convince ourselves that we're in control, but in truth, a single wave could sweep us off course and send us crashing into the path of a storm. Those who use fear to lead others astray must pay for that crime. If I'm not mistaken, the space ahead should be the central area of this place. I think it's more important right now for us to rescue as many society members as possible. You guys should wait here.
Open the door. Would we have to do something to this mechanism here? Ugh, Paimon doesn't get it at all. Forget it, Paimon's just gonna do some trial and error. Whoa, it's turning! Is it because we touched this thing? The other side's open! Let's go.
Let's begin. Have a same trip. A moment, please. It's gonna get a little chilly. boy now.
Oh, it's so high! We're not gonna have to climb all the way up, are we?
Activate the mechanism in front of us first, just like before. Let's see if that changes anything.
Let's turn alongside the others. Is there something we can do?
Have you ever seen these stickers on my back? Do me a favor and take them off. Malazines like to play pranks sometimes.
Ooh, the water level's gone way up! So that's how we'll make it to the top.
Solidify!
A moment, please. These should be the prison cells. Lots of empty cells in here. Dugier's probably moved them elsewhere already.
Let's still rescue the ones who got left behind, though. Every person counts. Hey, it's all right now. You can leave this place.
No, I won't try to leave anymore. I'll never try to leave again. So close to me. I don't want any trouble.
No, we're not gonna do that. Please calm down. We're not bad people.
We won't be able to get through to her right now. Not with the stress response in the way. I'd also guess there are many others here who are more or less like her. Let's let the guards take care of them for now and keep pushing forward.
Oh, all right. Let's search for an exit first.
The door's open. Maybe it's His Grace. I'll go take a look.
I leave this area to you. Make sure to bring everyone out safe.
Understood. And please take care as well, Your Grace. We'll return here right away and await your orders.
Just focus on the tasks you've been given. I already have reliable help over here. Let's go back. We have unfinished business, do we not? That mechanism... Need to hold it in place using the same device to open the door that leads to the central area. Don't forget to bring these along.
I must confess to being furious. To think that there are still some of you who find it permissible to spit upon our rules. Remember their names. Fasal and Avis. They've betrayed you, betrayed us. And today you will see with your own eyes what'll happen to those who betray our cause. Go on, Avis. Pierce his skull with the thorn in your hands, and then push in the Aqua Dolores. Of course, you will do it one drop at a time. Let it do its magic again, and don't stop until you've pushed all of it in.
Thistle, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'll find a way to endure. Oh, shut your wretched mouths! When did I give you permission to speak? My rules are the paramount law of this place. Only more pain will come to those who dare to disobey.
That's enough, Dugier. Your rabid screams have been beyond nauseating.
Is that His Grace?
Oh, Risley. I knew you would come, but I didn't expect you to be so quick. Must you still refuse to let me be? Did I not spell everything out for you already? What's so blasphemous about sharing a slice of the cake with me when you've already got the entire fortress at your feet?
It would seem that you can't see the difference between sharing and looting. And on top of that, look at your people. Are they not starving as you wolf down your cake?
You. Stop acting all high and mighty like some hero of justice! Have you forgotten? Nobody in this blasted fortress is innocent. We are all irredeemable monsters who have destroyed something that others held dear. What's so wrong about punishing those who deserve to be punished? It's what they've always deserved. And please, are you really gonna tell me that you care about their lives and well-being when you just need a supply of labor to keep this place running? Is it that all you need to keep your cushy life?
Sadly, you're wrong on both counts. Unlike you, I've never seen them as currency. The fortress is not only a place for confinement, but also a place for rebirth. Just as people are free to give in to the darkness within their hearts, they are also free to seek redemption and a new beginning. Our bodies have limits, but our spirits will always remain free. They may have made mistakes, but they are still human beings with people and things that they cherish. And most importantly, they should always retain the freedom to choose their own path once they've reflected on their past misdeeds. But you're destroying their spirits with fear, taking their freedom away so that they'll become slaves who will never again feel or think. And you say that's what they've always deserved? You are nothing compared to them.
He's really mad.
You think me arrogant, Risley. Well, I think you're too young and naive. You understand nothing of this world. Nobody actually sees this fortress as any kind of just a wonderful place. See it for what it is. A dumping ground of pain and misery, irredeemable now and irredeemable forever!
Let me give you a small taste of what real power looks like.
Born of ice and frost, for Rex Lapis!
Stabilize! As one with wind and cloud!
Away now. you think fear can control everything, well then, terrify me.
Don't high road me. You're just another crook. And it's time you got treated like one.
What's the matter? Too scared to shoot straight?
I'm warning you. Unauthorized punishment and torture are prohibited here. As the Duke, you should set an example.
Funny how that slipped my mind. Well, from this point on, you can forget about that rule. The rules of the fortress are there to keep the likes of you in check. But if the Duke wants somebody dead, he needs no justification. Understood. Sorry for taking so long. Did I keep you waiting?
No, not at all. Paimon didn't know you were so considerate.
If you ask me, I'd say I actually feel very helpless. There's no way that I could truly empathize with the fear that the members felt every day. I could comfort and compensate them all I want, but it might still not be enough to repair the damage that has been done. I have to take responsibility for it, as does the fortress. You're right. Besides formal apologies and reprimands, I also probably need to head upstairs to have a talk about how best to manage the guards.
So, do you have a plan for how you're gonna deal with him yet?
Oh, Dugier? I've already got an idea.
Why?
I think it's a very fitting punishment for him to have to imagine the sorts of punishments that will soon be coming his way. He'll be left in the dark with regards to both the dates and the... say that I'll be letting him off scot-free. It's not often that I actually get the chance to be creative with my punishments. I'm going to talk to the members of the society. He'll get a chance to experience everything that he's ever inflicted on them.
Paimon didn't know you could also be so harsh. Looks like she should watch her tongue when she's around you in the future.
Why do you think I'd do that kind of thing to you? You offend me, Paimon. Anyway, jokes aside, thank you so much for all of your help. There's still a lot for me to take care of, so... How about this? I'll treat you to a meal in 2 days at the Coupon Cafeteria. We should have a better handle on things by then.
No, Paimon's had enough of that place.
Don't worry, it won't be the same old welfare meal. I'll make the necessary arrangements.
Oh, then you've got yourself a deal.
The blade is the...
I want to go on a vacation with Galvana.
So this is a day in the life of the Traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time. Much remains unfinished.
Ah, you're here.
Paimon never forgets about meals. Even if the Traveler forgets, Paimon will remind her for sure. That's not what Paimon meant at all. Risley, you got what Paimon meant, right?
Hmm? I'm a little confused, actually.
Hey, not you too!
Jokes aside, I've got some good news. After taking a look, the doctors have let me know that it shouldn't be too difficult to extract the thorns, which means that everyone should be able to recover after a period of rest. As for their mental recoveries, most are making good progress as well. We've added a few who were more severely affected to a special observation list.
You sure got everything taken care of, Risley.
I try my best. After all, it's my duty to take care of everything that happens within my territory. Please, go ahead. I once had a similar experience. It had to do with the host family I lived with as a child. I was an orphan, adopted by a couple with a great deal of love in their hearts. I had many siblings, and we all adored each other. Once we were older, Mom and Dad would turn us over to be individually adopted by families of greater means, and go on to adopt more young children. They were perfect parents. Or so I thought.
And then?
And then, I found out we were merely raised as livestock. Once we had reached a certain age, our parents would bring us to the market for sale. All children that were sold would leave the house, and nobody would know what became of them. As for those who didn't sell, they were merely disposed of. Did you know I once considered myself an extremely lucky child? And all of my friends, all of my siblings, they all felt this way as well. I was also not the first to find out about the truth. All those who found out before me were simply added to the disposal pile. I could never shake the feeling of irony every time I juxtaposed their tragic ends against our parents' adoring smiles. Yes. Like the society, my parents created a facade of joy, lied to satiate their desires, and even employed incredibly cruel methods to keep their grasp on power. They did all of that, but never considered how their actions would utterly ruin all the children they took under their wing. Worse, perhaps they never cared about that at all. But I did. So in the end, I killed them and set all of the remaining children free. I was convicted for my crimes and exiled to the fortress of Meripede.
Ah!
My methods were extreme, yes, but I was still a teenager at the time. I'd been betrayed by those I trusted most, and I didn't think that more moderate ways would solve the problem. It's all right. You don't have to tell me what you think. Tragedy will not happen again in my new home.
Sorry to disturb you, everyone.
Oh, it's a vis and fasol. Are you two feeling better yet?
It was all because you arrived in time. I managed to escape unscathed.
We came here on impulse today, because we were hoping that you'd be able to lend us a hand, Your Grace.
Please.
I'd like to be wedded to Avis here at the fortress.
You're getting married?
Yeah, we met each other through the society and both fell into Dugier's trap, manipulating us, trying to make us mistrust each other. And after this incident, we've come to believe that we've found the one for the rest of our lives.
You could say we managed to make the best out of a bad situation. He didn't abandon me, and I didn't forsake him either. But we're still both prisoners, and we also aren't sure if the fortress is the best place to host something so celebratory. So we are just wondering, is our request a bit too out of line?
You're right in that the fortress has never hosted a wedding before. But that's no reason to say no, is it? I'll help you make the arrangements. If you need anything special shipped in from the surface, just say the word.
Oh, we can't thank you enough, Your Grace. We are actually also planning to stay here after the conclusion of our sentences.
Yeah, we've already made tons of special memories here. So now it'd be too hard to leave. And we have full confidence in the fortress's future with you at the helm, Your Grace.
Your trust is the highest form of praise.
Hey, loosen up a bit. Shouldn't you be the happiest man in Teyvat to hear that people would like to stay of their own free will?
Yeah. I'll always take a genuine expression of faith over any obligation to obey.
Who's our target this time?
This is order. Solidify!
Take the Temple of Wisdom!
Busted! Things are about to get dicey.
Shine down! Ha! Ha! Ha!
Gather!
I see everything!
There is no escape! Now you shall perish!
Order guide you.
Share my knowledge!
Game's up. Fun's over.
Illusion shattered! Ha! Inazuma shines eternal! Shine!
Stabilize!
Take!
There is no escape! Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion! Ha! Ha! Ha!
This is order. Solidify!
Everyone hold hands! Make yourselves at home!
Here comes the catch. Gotcha.
Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal! Ha! Transcend all constraints. There is...
Stabilize!
I see everything!
Busted.
Torn to oblivion!
Ad Astra Abyssa. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to...
Inactivity serves no purpose. Whatsoever. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
Has to be me? Fine. Let's get this over with. Yeah.
Everyone hold hands!
Behold!
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem. The wind rises. Quit following me. Squall and Fury. Too slow.
Solidified! Order guide you!
Behold!
Stabilize!
Everyone hold hands!
Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now.
The wind rises.
I see everything!
Squall and fury. The wind rises. Unsightly insects. Squall and fury. The wind rises.
Gather! This is order. Squall Fury! Stabilize!
Busted!
Quit following me. There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy something.
Hey!
The wind rises.
Solidify!
Gotcha!
Gather!
Everyone hold hands!
Behold!
Quit following me. Too slow. Quit following.
Solidify!
I see everything!
The wind rises.
Behold!
You are not welcome here!
Sharing my knowledge!
Game's up. Time's over.
Let's end this now!
Busted. The wind rises.
We'll meet again.
Cry louder! You're dead!
Regret. You are not order guide you. Stabilize.
I see everything! I'm getting sick!
Now you're testing my patience. Gather!
Anyone hold hands?
Squall and Fury! Will meet again.
Know your place!
Stabilize!
Committed to memory.
Gotcha.
Behold! Regret.
This realm is truly beginning. If you ever